It's interesting because now, like I touched on earlier, there's a similar perception around you based on, what the media has said, but in a different context that now, you're from the
Yeah.
diaspora community and you're the chief executive of the PCB. Did Again, I guess it goes back to our earlier chat. Did those experiences being first person from a Black or Asian community at a sports club translate into this role and how you deal with it, or is it a completely different ballgame?
It's a completely different ballgame. So I'm sure that subconsciously there were a lot of things that I drew on from my experiences, and certainly I mentioned about political intelligence. But I think the level of media hostility that I faced, having been seen as somebody who's never lived in the country, doesn't understand Pakistan cricket, doesn't know about Pakistan culture, is an import. The kind of the insults went on and on and on. And, there was obviously a prolonged media campaign. I've been in the job 20 months now. It seems to have died down a little bit because, again, I drew on a lot of my resilience. I think that what they wanted was that I'd get fed up after 6 months and disappear. But, I made it, I said over and over again, Zushan, that, if I wanted more money, I would have stayed in England. If I wanted comfort and security, I would have stayed in England. So, I came because I genuinely felt I could contribute. Cricket's cricket, right? And so when people say, well, he knows nothing about Pakistan cricket, well, what is there to know? What's different about Pakistan cricket? Whether I go to Sri Lanka or Bangladesh, you've had CEOs, the West Indian CEO is from England. So, does he not know about West Indies cricket? Cricket's cricket. Yes, there are some cultural things that you need to be aware of. There are differences in how people approach things, and the level of professionalism, etc. But fundamentally, cricket is cricket. Cricket development, whether it's operating a cricket board, you're all achieving and you're all trying for the same things. That is to have a strong domestic structure that will allow you to produce international cricketers that can help your country become the best in the world. And then underpinning all of that is a good, strong grassroots program, which allows youngsters to participate, the cream rise to the top, others continue playing, but through the talent ID programs, they keep rising through your system on a merit-based way. So, I've tried to bring merit back into Pakistan cricket. There's been a lot of pushback on that because that's not something that comes easy. It's all about a phone call and, hopefully do me a favor here, do me a favor there. But, I've operated pretty strictly in terms of my principles, my morals, in terms of how I do business and how I operate. And if that's upset people, it's upset people. But, I'm not going to lie awake at night, but, thinking that I've compromised who I am and what I'm about. I've come here to contribute. I'm doing my best. If it's not good enough, then that's other people to decide. But I don't worry about those things now. And I just do the right thing for Pakistan cricket because we have to get Pakistan cricket back up there in international standing. We've got a fantastic chairman in Ihsan Mani, who's been a former ICC chairman and president. We're very lucky to have him because of who he is and what he's done in life. And, hopefully I'm contributing a little bit towards raising the credibility of the country again from a cricketing perspective, having a voice, talking about everything that's good about Pakistan cricket and getting things done. And that's, again, I go back to that. That's the most important thing.